Hello, gamers and duelists. How are y'all? We are locking in for a very long stream this evening. I will explain. Hello, Twitch. Hello, you. Congrats on first plate. Hello, Salati. Hello, the Crow. Hello, on. So here's the plan. I have to pack 1 billion cards to take with me to a big tournament this weekend. So to make sure I pack every card possible, we are streaming until I feel that I'm fully prepared for every possible deck option that I will be bringing. And while we're doing that, we're going to be having Duel Live playing in the background. And you're welcome to converse with me about Yu-Gi-Oh!, Alestrals, or even the new, I guess it's a chaotic reboot? I really don't know much about the TCG, but a lot of people are buzzing about it. Hunter Surge in particular is very, very happy to hear about it. A lot of the Quiz Day friends have been buzzing about it in the Discord, so sounds a lot of really interesting. So that's the agenda for tonight. And I think that's a pretty solid agenda. A lot of yapping. This might be the last stream before I take off to Card Party. And then you might not see me until like next Friday. Because I'll probably need a couple days to recover. Yeah, so this might be the last stream y'all will get from me from Card Party. You might get like a very scuffed hotel room, like deck profile if I win or something. Though you might have to check Penthouse channel for that one. I'm sure they would want me to upload there. Aw, thank you, Isaac. It's gonna go into production probably at the start of June. So I'm expecting to get them in mid-July and ship them out around then. Take that vacation. Oh, I'm working the whole time. Yeah. So I think that's a pretty solid plan. There's some additional missions unlocked, which is exciting. So I suppose I go with gem grinding. Allegedly, there's a couple new missions. Evidently not that many. But you know, doing one duel, getting you 100 gems. Not too shabby. Hello, dearest Alwas. How cute. But don't worry, chat. Don't worry. We have Duel Live going on. I need to start sorting these cards. And hopefully I come back with a big win to share with y'all. If not, don't count me down for the 12th. Because I have consistently gotten top 16 in all except for one of one in-person event. And remember, I left my deck at home for that event, okay? I'm just saying the boys got it off a little easy. That's all. Any decks I'm looking forward to building right now? In Yu-Gi-Oh! Undecided. There's a lot of cool stuff I'm seeing in the TCG. In Alestrals, I'm really excited for. I have a variant of the new Soul Theory deck called Sand Theory. The problem that holo cards right now are kind of really hard to come by. I think we opened like, gosh, maybe 7 to 8 boxes at my locals. There's not a single holo Soul Fury. I think one person got a full art. We don't even have a second Ouroboros, chat. I opened another God pack in Alestrals, a Divine pack. I've opened more Divine packs than I've opened Soul Furies and Ouroboros at this point. It's crazy. What am I supposed to do, chat? But, you know, regardless. We're gonna get our cards ready. Let's hear about the new Alestrals. There's a lot of new, cool, interesting stuff. Soul Theory as a deck is really beatable. But I just find the cards, like, really funny. And it gives me an excuse to play the new hype rate. In terms of decks that I think have real legs, the Poseidon decks are finally kind of real, I think. According to the box that we opened last Friday, I need to play some Hephaestus, so I have a little bit of a list cooking for that too. Gotta make good on the exchange, you know? So you're probably wondering, Sam, what the heck is that noise? So when I go to events, I take like 300 extra cards with me. Which is pretty much every card I would want to side deck for any deck that I would be playing. So I need to swap some of these out because these are still properly fitted and sided for my world composition. I need to get one prepared for my card party composition. Oh, dear. So that's what we're up to today. In terms of the upcoming Alesso's meta, there's a lot of decks people are looking out for. The big boogeyman of the current format is Moth. Obviously. So I think a lot of people are expecting for that. Do I know if Alesso's is working on an online client? Alesso's did venture into the concept of a digital sim. But because of a lot of unfortunate circumstances, currently they're not looking to, like, expand that. So I don't know when, if at all, we're going to have, like, a digital sim. I think we're gonna have to wait a bit more, yeah? Yeah, we don't talk about Alesso's online clients. Exactly. Yeah, Mothman is the big bad of the format. There's a lot of interesting variants you can play for it. Oh my god, my cards, they're falling at me. Gosh, I need a good place to put all of these. So, this is also a mission that I want to do at some point, chat. Yeah, we have ClashNet. Shoutouts to the Law of IGO. He's my goat, my horse. So one thing I want to do, chat. I want to, like, go through all my bulk. And I want to separate out fully functional, like, full playsets of each card. So that I can finally start getting rid of all these extra cards I have. I'm not dying because he's trying to get me. I'm just... There's a lot of cards, okay? There's a lot of cards. There's a lot of cards and almost no place to put them. That's like kind of the problem. Oh my god, and the cards keep falling. I'm actually gonna lose it. Oh. Whip your boy Nori died for rotary sins. Goodness me. What do I predict will be the hits into? How constricted is the bulk making me? Okay, so I'll explain. In the past, chat, I have accepted all the additional bulk for my LGS because I like to make decks and mail them out to chat for Alestros. Like legit, if y'all just want a deck, sometimes I will just say, like, who wants a deck? And then I will, like, build it and mail it to people. Like, free of cost. Just for the concept. Now, probably wondering, well, Sam, why would you do that? I do that because I want people to try the game. And they're usually, like, pretty decently built decks. With, like, extra cards. But now I have 36 boxes worth of extra bulk. And they're not even my bulk. They're just from a bunch of people. Hello, Tommy. Play Dork Magician. Hello, Square. We're not playing Dork. So you can see how that, like, quickly becomes a lot of extra cards. The bear bomb I gave you into 2. Bears is so back, Misfit. Well, so what happened is, one of the casters I knew, chat, they moved out of California. that theirs is still relevant for you. Oh, okay. The opponent base for that serious play. Yeah, so like there's a bunch of cards. Yeah, there's a bunch of cards. Oh my god, these are where some of my extra spirits are? Goodness me. You know, it's a good thing I'm going through all these cards now. But yeah, so like I have to get all these cards ready. There's a lot of cards, and a lot of cards I was holding for like different purposes. Hello, Scrap. Thank you for coming to hang out. So that's our mission today, is to make sure I have all the cards I would ever possibly need to take the card party. Because I like to make sure that I bring additional copies of every card I could possibly want to play. And I also need to bring like non-holo versions of any of the cards that are playing holo, just in case something happens. And I need to swap them out. I know that sounds crazy, but like, that's just what we gotta do. I don't make the rules. I just play less rules. Yeah, I never really pack super light for events, unfortunately. And again, chat, I'm never not gonna pack like lightly again, because like I have proof that it worked out. I left my deck at home by accident, and then I had to completely build a new deck from the extra cards I bought. And luckily, because I bring extra non-foil copies of all my foils, I have like majority of the staples. We don't talk about the world's incident, but we do talk about it, alright? I don't like talking about it, but the reality is, I will never financially recover from that. Nor will I emotionally recover from it. So here we are. Good. Here's this. The NBA Western Conference Finals on one screen and Lobster on the other screen. Really too. Am I going to any of the Card Party events? I'm going to Card Party San Diego. Pending if I'm gonna make my way out to any of the other ones. So, expect a couple more changes to the channel, chat. Some good news for San Sally. I've recently locked myself in for a new job. Which is big for me. Because now we will be making more money. However, with that in mind, with a new job comes a new schedule. So, stream schedules might change up just a tad. You know. Just a little. I haven't figured out the exact schedule yet, but I will see how it shakes out. And keep y'all posted. I'm very excited. It's going to be good for us. And you know, chat, eventually good for the stream. The more Sand Snaily makes regular money, the more stream activity money can go back into improving the stream and paying for tournament entries. Think about it this way, chat. If I enter less tournaments, we can do more stream upgrades. Or I can just continue to enter tournaments. Now, if I make more money, then maybe I can just start paying for the tournament entries myself, chat. Easy, easy. We have a lot of options. We have a lot of options. Now, just making it clear, all these extra cards I carry are like the lowest rarity of cards. Like, I don't carry extra fancy cards, okay? I don't set myself up to be warm. If they do, they're taking like maybe collectively $50 worth of Celestials cards. Maybe. Maybe 50. Maybe. That's like the biggest maybe. Like, if you are coming for Sand Snally and Sand Sally, know that, like, you are not going to get anything expensive from me. Because I don't want high rarity decks. But yeah, I think definitely for hits to Moth, I think they're definitely going to hit back in the bag. Like, I don't think that's a negotiable thing. I think they're going to hit back in the bag. Even if you don't see me at the card party events, y'all can cheer on Penthouse. Because there's definitely going to be at least one Penthouse member, probably, at each card party. Probably. I don't want them to ban P-Glass. Poor little P-Glass is getting... Poor little P-Glass is falling on the blade. Because they couldn't print a card that, you know, they couldn't print different cards. Oh, Phoenix, look on. Oh, you can't kill the Gustler. Can't hit poor little P-Glass. Poor little guy. He's just a little guy. P-Gustler's altar is FPK. Depends on the deck. Bears can play through P-Gustler. We're talking about in a list. So, like, surely you don't know what we're talking about if we're talking a list, Phoenix. Thank you for the 65 streams, sweet Phoenix. So, apologies if it's a little bit out of scope. Every Sand Sally stream is a party. Thank you! Chat, we're a party. Let's go. Cute, cute, cute. I might want to side this card. Just having these paints in our best interest. So the goal today is I pick out all the cards that I'm going to bring to me to card party, and then I sleeve 3 decks. When do the orders end for the field center? They end in 2 days for the pre-orders. And then after they arrive and I get them shipped out, probably what do you mean there's no response from the game server? Goodness me. It hates us, chat. It hates us. After they finally get fulfilled, 2 weeks after fulfillment, just to make sure everybody gets theirs and nothing gets lost in the mail, I'll put the rest up for sale and they'll be like a little bit more expensive than the pre-orders. So if you all get in the pre-orders, you'll save some money. You don't see the chips and dips. Chat, opinion, do you need chips and dips for it to be a party? I feel like not all parties need to have chip and dip. But some people could have different opinions. A cool party? What do you mean a cool party? Sand Sally not cool. Yeah, orders end in 2 days on Friday evening at PST time zone. But we have met the minimum, so they're getting made no matter what. I'm putting words in your mouth, real and true. I'm just messing with you. Might want these ones. Definitely not these ones. I could be convinced on this card. Time to bring out. Ooh, chat. True. Chat, it's almost the summer. Chat, did we go back to the pool, chat? Chat, it's the summer. Do we go back to the pool? Guys. Chat, we're playing in the pool. It's the summer. It's the summer, chat. I don't know how well equipped I am for the summer. But like, you know, it's the summer. Chat, we're so back. We're so back. The pool is so back, chat. We gotta get YouTube on this screen. And I guess we can move Mass Duel. Oh, we can't move Mass Duel up. We're back in the pool, chat. We're back in the pool. Congratulations, chat. We've made it. Back to the pool. Is it better if I put y'all over here, Twitch chat? Like, where do we want chat? What do we want chat? Do we want chat over here? Do y'all want to be in the bottom or y'all want to be in the top? Tell me. Tell me where you want to be. I'm not just pool lounging. I'm doing this right now. Come on. Come on, chat. In the pool. Well, I'm just saying, do you want to be below Macedul or next to Macedul? A mobster lobster? I don't know. I think a lobster can be a mobster if they so choose. If she so chooses. I think I'm gonna move myself down just a little. Chat, we're playing in the pool. Bottom chat? Okay. Bottom chat, and then I think I need to crop Twitch chat because, like, y'all are readable, but I think you go too tall, so I think I need to crop you down on this screen. So let me edit your transform and let me crop the top. Let's crop the top by like 150. We need some of the island music playing. It's fine. We're playing in the pool, chat. We're playing in the pool. This would be a great, like, time to have the hand cam in the corner, but I can't let people know what quads I'm taking to Quad Buddy, so... There we go. Bottom chat, Duel Live, we're playing in the pool. It's a great summer, chat. It's a great start to the summer. The solstice isn't till next month, but California's already got that weather, you know? You can't believe they're hosting an event just for people to try and beat San Sally. You're so right. What am I doing? We're playing in the pool! We're playing in the pool. Very important we're playing in the pool. How are you, Nike? Welcome on. Heat is like peak summer here. Oh, I mean, I feel that. Don't get me wrong. I totally get it. If I bring you Argo, of course not. Argo's a fake card. That was silly. This is your chance to push me in the pool. You would push me into the chlorine water. I'm just a lobster. I'm just a poor lobster. You would push me into the chlorine water pool. Goodness me. Why do you think we're on a floaty, chat? Why do you think we're on a floaty? We're playing in the pool. Chat, they would push me into the water. They are plotting on my demise. You don't want to know what the actual summer would be like? Oh, goodness me. Take the floaty. No, chat. You wouldn't do this to Sand Sally. Wait, chat. We have peak summer activity. Chat. I just remembered something very important. Chat, we can have donut in the pool. We're so back. We can have donut in the pool, chat? Have you considered this technology? We're so back, chat. This is peak, chat. This is what people tune into Twitch TV for. That's right. We're so back, chat. Let me send myself a little bit better on the 40. There we go. This is peak stream activity. Donut, yapping, pool, master duel. Exactly, chat. No one would ever consider. Oh, gee. Wrong text. There we go, chat. We can eat the donut in the pool. High quality donut eating content, okay? Summer pool activities. Eating donuts in the pool. Only on Sand Sally can you expect this type of game. So I need a bag with every single staple I could possibly play. I need a bag with every single generic in-element cards I could play. And then we'll be set. What do you mean drag me? I got a donut! You can't put a donut in the pool, that's rude. You know, sometimes I feel like I do that too. Yeah, this is the peak Sand Sally activity. This is the content people are, like, begging for. People dream of this kind of content. They hope, they dream, they plead for Sand Sally in the pool. Probably not, but like, you know, the more dramatic we make it, the better. Yeah, and it's not even summer. Exactly. In fact, while we're here, we might as well even, you know, if I'm not too presumptuous, write the song of the summer. Yeah, we could write the song of the summer, perhaps, while we're here. The song of the summer, chat. Okay, probably put this aside. Be sure. Ooh. Only problem is it's still not summer. People should tell the sun to chill for a bit. Oh, if only. So I did get some nice stuff added to the model, chat. I forgot to show y'all. We do have the, like... We do have the tail... Whoopsie, wrong one. Oh no. Come back. Oh, not wrong one. Wrong one. Come on. There we go. We do have tail activity back. If y'all don't know what that means... If y'all don't know what that means my tail moves ever so slightly. It did that idly in the other model. I have it set to stop and turn off and on this one. Also, let's eat more donut. Wrong donut. God dang it. I have too many buttons, Tad. There's too many buttons. It's the pool. It's the summer. We're playing in the pool. This is great. I am sorting 5 billion cards, and y'all will hold me accountable to prepare for our major tournament. Surely chat will hold Sam Snaily accountable. Surely. So yeah, there's 3 decks that I'm taking. I think there's 5 I had in consideration. But today's a very chill yapping stream. Lots of Celestials talk, probably. Is that Castile unicorn? Sick twisted. Good night, Miss Liv. Thank you for hanging out. I won't likely need this card. But I'm going to put it in just in case. It's always better to have stuff, more stuff than you need. I think it's always better to be prepared, you know? So it's the summer, we're back to the summer pool setup. For those of y'all new to the channel, we kind of do the summer pool setup for like a decent portion of the time. I wonder if I should be bigger on the screen. Am I too big now? I might be too big now. How now? I feel like this is a reasonable size to take a pool. I think this is very reasonable. Surely. So the thing with Celestials versus like Yu-Gi-Oh! The reason why I bring all these extra cards is because the deck building concessions that I make in Celestials is a little bit different than Yu-Gi-Oh! So in Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like you have a lot of like set cores. And a lot of the stuff you're changing tends to be like hand traps based on like Macedon doesn't even have a side deck. Celestials has a side deck, and that's exactly why I need a bunch of extra cards. Is because based on what I think might be playing that weekend, I'm gonna want additional cards. You know? So that's a big reason as to why you see me bring so many cards to the event. Is because I can side that allows me to do a lot of different things with my deck. You can side with intent to change game plan. You can side with intent to beat turn decks. You can side with intent to smoke screen. Have all the archetypes to put in. Okay. Hello, you weekdays. Welcome on in. Pause chat. I got some mad fun. We got to hack out. So we're back. Welcome on in. I'm actually one of probably the best Tendango players in the world, which is... Take that how you will. There's probably only 10. So I'm probably at least number 10. It's actually ironically one of my favorite decks. You just don't always see me play it on stream. Because the average duel time when I play Tendango is 25 minutes. So if I do a 3-hour stream, you'll only get to watch 6 duels. Do side decks pretty standard in Celestials, or do they vary? They vary heavily based on the deck you are playing, and also the meta, and anything that you consider either like a threat, or if you want to establish like a secondary game plan. Hello, Lucian. Oh, I agree. I'm a big fan. So if y'all don't know chat, Tindango is inspired by the Hounds of Tindalos, which is a little short story about some eldritch abominations that exists within kind of like an interesting interdimensional space. It is the angles between both time and space, physical and non-physical. Hips don't lie. Oh man, we're playing in the pool for the summer. So like very cute short story. Okay, some people call it terrifying. It depends on how you like to consume it. The answer for Tindango was buying a bunch of jellies. Ah. I love Tindango jelly. I relatively speaking play Tindango pure. But there's a lot of really cute stuff you can do, because jelly searches, chat, if you don't remember, jelly searches any flip effect monster you want. So that's like normally how you actually see like any kind of Tindango gameplay. I'm aware of like a handful of good Tindango variants. In Duel, I play a relatively pure variant that has a cute little backup condition of like... I want Morphing Jaw just to be silly, because you can like... Tindangos want to be in the grave, and relatively speaking, you can resolve Morphing Jaw multiple times, so... Sometimes I'd like to be a little silly with it. Am I double sleeving or single sleeving my cards? Relatively speaking, I actually usually only need to single sleeve my cards. I rarely double sleeve because I don't always oversleeve, and I don't run high rarity decks. Usually when you see me on a deck, I am on usually the lowest rarity. Just because I value, like, functionality over bling. Though maybe one of these days you'll see me roll up with something fancy. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Also, thank you for the 95 stream streak Bushin. We're almost at 100. So expect a pretty long stream from me tonight, chat. Cause I like to bring like 300 extra cards with me to side deck, so... On top of not even locking in a proper list. I'm just gonna take everything with me. We're sleeping on Tindango Enneacraft. Killa, I don't know what Enneacraft does, so obviously I wouldn't know the... Obviously I wouldn't know the synergy yet, but I could see it. You can honestly run Tindango with almost anything. It doesn't lock you. Tindango doesn't lock you, and Jelly is technically a special summon, so... Just I wait. Alright, Killa. I'll hold you to that one. Maybe this is chat. Are we finally getting the Sand Sally X Killer Twig content? It's hey chat, we made Tindango Enneacraft. You are welcome. Parentheses. Sorry, not sorry. You like subterrors and cores, but you haven't tried to play Tindango. I mean, relatively speaking, if you wanted like a more competent Tindango deck, you do actually steal a lot of the subterror cards. I just play my Tindango deck relatively pure. There's like a handful of additional cards you could use to like raise the power level on Tindango. Like, the Tindango you see me play on stream is nowhere near like the actual skill ceiling for Tindango. I just like to be silly and play my deck pure. Tindango actually facilitates a lot of endings if like you have any experience with setting like effect monsters. What are my thoughts on those other two? I like Subterror more than Crawlers, and we use the Link Behemoth in the extra deck for my Tindangos. I think Crawlers is fine. I don't think it's like a particularly bad flip flop type. I think the like potential lore for Subterra is kind of cool. I haven't played through the solo mode yet. But like I've heard like a handful of things. I'm pretty sure Subterra has a solo mode that we should probably play through one of these days. Today is Mad Yapping. We're playing in the pool. Okay, so first order of business. I should take all the staple cards and put them into one. And then I should fully construct the 3 decks that I want to bring. And then I should collect all the side deck cards for those decks. I think this is the proper way to go. So let's see. Oh look, chat, they're doing this. Who the A for Max is this? Diablo hand. Altergeist! The Altergeist single 6. I guess it is a tribute target. Pause chat, they're cooking. How interesting. Is this normal, chat? Do people normally go through the Altergeist Synchro 6? I feel like that's not normal. I feel like I don't see that with the Soul Synchron. Maybe I just don't pay enough attention to it. I think Storm existed. They're going for the OTK on this foot. Is that normal though? This is the first time it's ever been summoned? No problem, Jakumba. I've never seen anyone summon that card before. What an interesting line. Because you tribute a card. How sweet. Oh, keep that one in the back pocket, Killer. Keep that one in the back pocket. There's something there. There's something there with that card. It's generic. It's a generic level 6. There's something there. I don't know what. I think there's something. I got in some games with Penthouse today, which if y'all don't know, they're my they're my ducklings, they're my cute little those testing games. A lot of the members, half the members are like kind of young, so I just see them as like younger siblings. They're very cute. We were doing some testing today, and one of my favorite things is making sure that they feel confident and ready for it. So I'm very happy that one of my ducklings feels like they pretty much locked in their list for the event. So that's always great for me. I feel like making sure other people are confident on their deck list helps me out a lot too, because it lets me decide if I want to pick certain decks. So it's a win-win, because I can play any deck. So I just play them all, so they can practice against them all. And then after I know how every single one plays, I decide which one I want to play. The problem though with knowing how to play every single deck is because I know how to play every deck, I could play any single one. And take any single one to the event. And they all have, like, Every deck has like a good and bad thing about it, you know? And so the issue with that is then like, if every deck has merit, which deck do you take? So I always go back and forth as to what deck I might take, which is why I have to take three decks with me, in case I want to pivot last minute. It's a really fun process for me. I think it's very engaging for my little thing. I have... Oh my goodness, maneuvers! Yeah, it's like a tempai! It's gotta be the one that makes your hair stand straight up when looking at it. So here's the thing. I'm actually a really calm TCG player, so there's rarely anything that, like, really alarms me in format. Even, like, historically, I haven't even always taken the best deck in the room. Because I have really bad RNG. So when I build a deck on paper, after I play a little bit of games, I can see if the deck likes me. I know that sounds really weird, but I usually open really bad. I can power my way out of a bad opener, but only if the deck willing. Only if the deck willing. So sometimes it's not that simple, unfortunately. This is diamond gaming. I'm excited for a very chill Duel Live. It's going to be great. Exactly what I need to lock in to get all these cards together. So because Celestials is resource-based, and the game is a little bit slower, you can't always go through all your resources in one turn. I think right now Celestials has the potential to reach the same speeds as Yu-Gi-Oh! If they print enough cards. But I think Celestials as a game actually probably should prefer to play a little bit slower, because resources in this game also double as your life. So like, if in Yu-Gi-Oh! Every card you play did like 500 damage to your life points, Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't care, because the format is so fast that like, life points only matter until they're gone, you know? In Celestials, the life points matter, because if you don't have enough life, you might not have the right spirits to even let your cards resolve. As in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can play a lot of cards without worrying about, like, your life points. In Celestials, because you need the right spirits to activate certain card effects, like the color has to match. If you're building your spirit deck, you have to do this spirit map to make sure, like, okay, if I'm running, like, 5 water cards, I might only want 2 or 3 water. So it's not always that simple. As, like, mono deck strategies, mono element strategies get more popular with the use of devices, this becomes a little bit more feasible for the speed of the game to increase. But if you're, like, building your deck to, like, have multiple elements in it, sometimes the speed of the deck can be impacted by how well you manage your resources. Yeah, the spirits are both your mana and your life. So, that's what makes the game really interesting to me. Because, like, without even any other game mechanics directly affecting the spirits like Nexus and paying cost, paying off a board, enchanting, disenchanting, just fundamentally having your mana function as your life as well is, like, a very unique mechanic for a card game right out the gate. if you don't even include all the stuff that the game mechanically includes in, you know. Because the game does a lot of really interesting stuff with the spirits as a mechanic as well. Because you have alternative ways to recur resources. The resources on your board are still also usable for certain cards. And having spirits on board also affects the game in terms of tempo, how much damage you can put down. If time gets called, it affects who wins. Hello, Lance. Look on you. I find it relatively engaging. People might not have the same opinion, but I'm personally a fan. And it's okay if not everyone's a fan. Three of these. Definitely gonna want to side deck 3 of these. Oh my goodness. Whoopies. Oh, you know what? I should move the subscription alert over here. Good idea. Good idea. 30 months to your #1 shrimp. Oh, thank you. Hello, Flukies. Today we're playing in the pool, because it's basically summertime. And I'm doing a bunch of stuff with cards off screen right now. We're just talking about Alistos. Some of my, like, deck building concepts and, like, game theory on Alistos. And a bunch of other stuff, you know. Allegedly chaotic because of you. No, Kira, don't apologize. I love that you have questions. And, like, here's the other thing, too, is that, like, not all of my opinions on the game are, like, entirely, like, you know, like, absolute. You can play the game with a lot of different philosophies. That's kind of the other fun part about a list. Sorry, Chad, I was hacking out some plans. But, like, that's the other fun part about Alistos, you know. Is that, like, as much as you could be the person that likes to side deck, like, answers to other decks, you can also be the person that, like, side decks, you know, like, a smoke screen. Or side decks, like, a backup strategy that, like, instead of using, like, staples and backbone to beat other decks, you change your play patterns in order to adjust and beat those decks instead. And both are, like, valid choices, you know. Some decks have the capacity to do that, some decks don't. Some players have the capacity to do that, and some players don't. You want a donut. Now, hello, sentient dessert. Donuts are very good. You know, in fact, chat, let us eat donuts. Let us eat donuts, chat. Wrong one. Let us eat. One day I will get that bottle. One day we'll get it. So at least, like, all that being said, that's why, like, Alistos feels, like, really interesting. It's because it's, like, it's still a new game. People are still figuring out a lot of the philosophy. They're still building up a lot of the, like, they're still building up the card pool, you know. Like, there is a lot of flexibility. There is a lot of things to be discovered. So I'm having a grand old time with it because, like, that is also a rare opportunity sometimes. Like, okay, this is kind of a lie because I know it feels like every year they make a new TCG. But, like, if you were me growing up, sometimes it's very rare for me when I was younger to, like, be around at the start of a game, you know. When everyone's still kind of figuring the game out, everyone's still kind of, like, learning the ropes and all that. Hello, me. It's a very unique experience, and it's been very fun for me. So as long as I'm still having fun, you're gonna catch me casting. And we're all here to have a good time, you know? At least I would hope. I do like winning, chat, but more than I like winning. Like, I know you see me take competitive events to, like, premieres, but, like, prior to, like, World's points being on the line, you would just see me play a bunch of silly decks. And I take silly decks to my locals, like, every week, usually, if I have the time to deck build. Because I just like doing funny stuff. Twitch chat, you're about to head into a little bit of... So let's see. What other staples do I want to do? Should probably bring some food. Probably a backup set of pieces. Field center. I will bring the field center. I will bring the field center, I promise. If you want, like, the field center. You want the field center. Let's see. Yeah, y'all can have the field center in the corner. There you go. Peak San Sally ADHD stream. Field center in one corner, Macedor in the other. There's the pool. We love playing in the pool. There we go, chat. What more would you want from a stream, chat? What more would you want from a stream? We got it all here on San Sally. There's so many quads on my desk. I know y'all can't see it. There's like a bajillion quads on my desk. And to think this is only a fraction of every single quad I own. Goodness me. Goodness me. Make sure I have all these staples. W stream. Hello, Johnny. That we truly are peak gaming, chat. We are playing in the pool. If this is not peak content, chat, like clearly you do not understand this stream. Clearly you don't understand. And realistically speaking, there's like a bunch of extra cards sometimes that I have. And sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to Where can I put this in the mirror? How about over here? Ads are about to finish. Welcome back from ads, Twitch chat. It's okay if you can't think of anything else, Killer. today's just a chill day, you know. Sometimes you have a little bit of a low energy stream. For those of y'all wondering how close we are to YouTube monetization, we are just about 400 watch hours away from getting membership. So probably within the next month or two is probably when we get membership. So that's going to be very exciting. That was one of my goals for this year, is to get membership and then also YouTube partner. So we're well on our way, chat. We're well on our way. We're definitely going to make it in the year. So we're 400 watch hours away. Thank you all for supporting the stream and lots of activity. We are well on our way. Which is this hand is a hand of all time. Let's see. This is Man, Lord of the Heavenly Prison Anubis. We got a set Super Poly, and we got 2 Serpent. 2 Serpent. Hello, Elf. No. Hello, Lord of Heavenly Prison. Holy chat, they finally summoned him. That's crazy. Tyrant's Tirade. Oh, well. Okay. Fortune Maker. Yeah, we are going to try to get rid of the Tyrant's Tirade continuous. The hand of all... You knew I'd make it. Surely. Surely. Thank you. Thank you for the support and the vote of confidence. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. You just have to sometimes chat. You just gotta take things bit by bit. A little bit of peace go a long way. Mommy. Case. Take the place set. So there's a card in a list that I have never side decked before. But there was a world where you can consider side decking it sometimes. So I have to bring it at 3. But realistically, like, I don't even need it for this format. But I'm gonna go nuts if I don't bring it with me, just in case, you know? The card is an anti-burn card. And there's not really any decks right now in the format that heavily burn. But the odds are never 0, chat. The odds are never 0. So if last minute I feel like that might be like a real thing, yeah, I want to be ready. Realistically, I should have all these cards in a binder to take with me. But, like, binders are kind of big. So, I don't always roll. Pick one of these out. We go. Anything else? I'll always take a set of these. I don't think I'll need these. Hello, Shaded Demon. Hello, Noah. Welcome on in. Can you ask a loaded question? Hello, Pumi. Welcome on in. The donut is great. We're playing in the pool. We got a snack. This is a wonderful stream. I suppose you can ask, but expect me to choose not to answer if I don't want to. How about that? Oh, Tiavi, how have you been? Yeah, we're playing in the pool, we got a snack. I am sorting through 5 billion cards right now. Because I need a pet for a big tournament. So I'm bringing a whole bunch of extra cards. Me always misses the Enneacraft talk. Goodness me. Goodness me. The Sand Sally, the field center Sand Sally is just missing a piece of toast hanging out of my mouth. Y'all can edit that in. What if you get a sticker of a piece of bread and you put it on the field center? Do I think Alessio should have codes on the cards so when they have an official simulator? So actually, Alestials does have set codes on their cards. However, I think properly you should use the collect ID. So Alessios already kind of has a way to do that. If that makes sense. Everywhere I go, you see man. Real and true. At least I'm not the one playing it. Hello, Kodoro. So, like, I don't think that's a bad idea, Noah, but Alessios has kind of, like, a different way they could go about it if they wanted to do so. Yeah. So they have set codes, but if you go to the Collect website, there's also an option when you have an account to add cards to your collection. So what I think they should do is that they should actually link your Collect account to the online account. So if you register any high rarity cards like Stellar, you can import them to the digital standard. I think that's like a little bit more proper. Because all the lower rarity stuff, like, they should just have all the cards available for free, you know? And if they have the cards available for free, then like the only way to monetize then is to have like the alternate stuff, right? So you have to like think about it on like how they're going to do, if they were to do an online service, how they could balance it. You know? Because, like, it's also, like, expensive a little bit to upkeep online servers. So I think that's, like, a good balance. And, like, that's kind of what Macedor does, but they also make you pull for the cards. What Macedor would do is if they gave you all the cards for free, they would have rolling banners with, like, increased rates for royal rarities. And, like, altars and stuff. And sell you all the packages that they're selling you now. So Alestials does something different. When you buy an Alestials box, they have a box topper with a code that you can go to your Play Alestials shop, or Play Alestials account. You can redeem the code to get this thing called Casta Coins. Casta Coins used to be exchanged for like additional stuff like fancy prize promo cards and occasionally booster boxes. Now you can directly convert it to discounts to the Alestials shop online. So if you open enough booster boxes or play in enough events and earn Casta Coins, you can redeem it for real Alestials credits on their shop, if that makes sense. So you could get like an entire booster box for free in theory, if you like earned enough points via the box topper or playing an event. So they like have their own ways to do this. I'm not saying it's not a good idea. I'm just saying like they kind of have their own thing going on. So it's kind of hard to do multiple stuff if you already have like, you know, if they already have their own flow, you know what I mean? Like I know Pokemon does that. I'm not trying to say it's a bad idea. I'm just trying to say that like Alestials does something different, you know. That's all I'm really saying. Is they got their own thing going on, you know? They got their own thing going on. I think later down the line when they run it back on trying to do a digital sim, they could consider other options. I think in the meantime, like, how they have it going right now is working for them, you know? So, well, we're just holding tight until, you know. We're holding on tight. We're holding on tight. We're holding our horses. Shout out to him. To see what is going on, you know, with Alestos. I think right now the biggest goal this year with Alestos is we are trying to facilitate, grow the local scene, grow physical in-person play. We have a lot of in-person events happening this year. So it's kind of like just kind of spreading Alestos and making sure that like shops are staying like that the local scene is going and that shops are like staying in the loop with Alestos stuff. Yeah, I got you playing Macedor and looking at Alestos. This has been a psyop killer. This has been a psyop to get you to engage with digital Yu-Gi-Oh! And to buy into big Alestos. I appreciate your interest, by the way, in Alestos. If it's not for you, it is what it is, you know. But I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players would honestly have a decent amount of fun with this. Yeah, Big Brother Alestos. He's watching, he's watching. Damn A-Drive, watching right now. Surely. Surely. But I will say, like, in your defense, chat, like, anyone in chat, y'all can, like, clearly see how, like, deeply I care about the game and how passionate I am about the game. Know that, like, that passion does not, like, come from, like, any place of, like... I wouldn't still be playing this game if I didn't like it. That's all I'm going to say. Like, y'all don't see me take a lot of sponsorships. Y'all don't see me, like, a hashtag showing ads very often, you know? I'm very particular about the stuff I choose to present, though, because, like, you know, why would I spend my time doing something that I don't care about? So, like, you know, everything we do on the channel is for fun, you know, having a good time. That's always the plan. And, like, if it's not for you, I promise we do other things. For the fashion, true, chat, for the fashion. I like Macedor. And, like, we talk about the physical TCG a lot, too. Like, I don't even play the physical TCG. Like, any and all things Yu-Gi-Oh! Has my interest, you know? Any and all things Yu-Gi-Oh! So, we just... Yeah. You don't like strawberry donuts? Okay, funniest thing. I actually prefer chocolate donuts. It's just my model artist thought that the strawberry one would look cuter. Actually, you know, let's do something really quick. We can do something really interesting in VTube Studio. We can do something really interesting in VTube Studio, actually. We can try to change the color of the donut. Okay, look, there we go, chat. Now it's a chocolate donut. She's so good at this, chat. She's so good at this. Look, chat. Chocolate donut. We have so much potential, chat. Chocolate donut. My favorite. Chocolate donut with chocolate theme. With chocolate glaze and rainbow sprinkles. That's too much power. That's right, chat. I have the power to decide the flavor of the donut. Fear me. Fear me, chat. Fear me. Y'all should respect the power of the donut. And I bet you we can still eat the donut. Look at that, chat. It's chocolate now. Chocolate donut. Y'all want chocolate donut redeem? Is the new redeem we had chocolate donut? Pause. We're saving this art mesh color. What is it? How do I set this up? It's art mesh color preset. Pause. Pause, chat. It's very important. So now I can change the flavor of the donut, chat. This is new tech, chat. We are so advanced. We can change the flavor of the donut, chat. We have so much power. We have so much power. You're not bowing to a pastry? What do you mean you're not bowing to a pastry? Have you not accepted donuts as your Lord and Savior? Oh, welcome on in. Sig, how are you? Look, chat, I love chocolate donut. I'm so happy we have chocolate donut. This is great, chat. This is great. Chocolate donut, amazing. Amazing concept. Just this particular one. Exactly. You bow to an eclair. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, eclairs and maple bars. I don't like getting those unless I can share with a friend. Because it feels like... Sometimes it feels like entirely too much donuts. Don't get me wrong. I can eat a dozen donuts in one sitting. But sometimes, Chad, there's like greed that the Bible warns you about, Chad. Greed that the Bible warns you about. Sometimes I bite off a little bit more than I can chew. You know? Desserts taste sweeter when you can share them with friends. So yeah, food for thought, Chad. Desserts taste sweeter when you can share them with friends. Food for thought. Changing the donut flavor is the true peak of science. I know, Chad. Donut technology. Y'all thought the infinite donut technology was like the peak of San Sally tech. Look at this. Infinite donut technology. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming back. It's coming back. We will never run out of donut. But now we can choose. We can choose the flavor of the donut, chat. Instructions unclear. I made you DoorDash a baker's dozen. The sing, chat. Changing the flavor of the donut peak activity. Y'all can still tell that it's a donut, right? Like, surely you can still tell it's a donut. Right? Surely you can still tell it's a donut. The colored sprinkles are more vibrant now. This is true. This is true. So how about this? Compromise. Y'all get the pool for today. When we come back, we will have regular streams until the summer solstice. On the summer solstice, we bring the pool back in full force by surely having a pool-themed stream. I don't know what we will be doing. Probably playing a water deck. We will plan an entire pool-themed stream for the summer solstice. Pool activities. Mark your calendars for the when's the summer solstice? When's the summer solstice? Let me mark my calendar. When's the summer solstice? When is the summer solstice? In 2026, the summer solstice is on Sunday, June 21st. Alright. Bet chat. The legendary fisherman. Whoa. You can't make me play Umi. You can't make that's evil or something. We'll figure it out. Surely there must be some other water deck themed around pool parties. Surely. You know Umi control is evil, killer. You know Umi control is evil. Don't try to argue with me on this one. It's evil. Sick, twisted duelist. He's sick, twisted duelist. What do you mean rude? You know it's evil. Oh, it's nice. It's evil if you play the jellyfish. If you don't play the jellyfish, it's slightly less evil, but still kind of evil. We're playing in the pool today, Snide Kid, and we learned how to change the donut to chocolate flavor. Truly great innovation. Also, Chad, don't worry, because while I'm away, I know I said we won't be streaming. While I'm away, y'all will get some fun content from me. I'm going to be making some cameos on some channels soon, either tomorrow or this weekend. Some uploads will be going up. So it's not like you won't get Sand Sally activity. You just won't get some streams for it. So I promise that even in my absence, you shall not miss me too much. If y'all want info on those uploads, you can join the Discord. I hope you're doing well, Snide Kid. Distance makes the heart go fond. Exactly, chat. Y'all will love Sand Sally when she returns. Surely. And hopefully I return with a lot of great news. And another big success, fingers crossed, at an in-person event. Hopefully. Like, what else do we have to put in? What other cards might we... Yeah, I suppose we bring them. I need this for the properly built side deck. Properly built side deck for the secondary deck. What other cards are potentially new? I will say, I think we made a decent amount of progress in at least getting a good chunk of the staples I might not a great noise, just ignore that. Don't worry. any of these? Do I need any of these cards? Probably not. Probably not. Definitely not the field center shadowing on the floor. No, it would never. It would never. Lucian, thank you for the head. I know that I have a lot of friends prepping for some big YCSs coming up too. So I hope that their prep do well. I have some friends I think prepping for Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional. I hope their prep is going well. Thank you for the retweet. In fact, I'll give you another head pad so that they can overlap. Long drive for the tomorrow for the YCS. Good night, Bushin. I hope you have a great weekend for the YCS. Take care of our bozos. Alright. Bozos effect. Make sure they get everywhere they need to get safe. Take care of them at the venue. And good luck if you're playing. It's definitely a sign. Let's get this out of the way. I think that's a good start. This out of the way. I need this for sure. I need these for There's the other floor. If only I had like a tiny binder, like a small one I could take with me to keep all my toys. Oh, it's too late to worry about it. It's too late to worry about it. Like, as much as I would like to make big trades at events, I am now much more occupied with winning the event than trying to make big trades, you know? We have much loftier goals to accomplish. Much more lofty goals. Where did that box go? Not over there. Where did that go? This is going to be kind of important. Ah, here we go. You always have to balance that when you go to events because you love playing, but you also love trading. Like, yeah, like I think I don't get to participate in enough trades in Alistos. Like, I do a cute thing where you can give me like sundial cards, and I give you a ribbon. But I definitely don't do enough trading. In my opinion, I don't do enough trading to like properly take good advantage of like just building out my collection. Cause like I actually do occasionally like collecting cards. So I feel like if I was like a little bit more like disciplined in, I don't know if discipline is like the proper word, but I think if I held myself like, I don't want to say held myself accountable. What do I would? I guess what I'm trying to say is that part of me feels like I have the opportunity to get more advantage out of like the cards I pull and the stuff I'm doing for the weekend. and such. If I'm properly like taking my time to do trades and events. But I'm so wrapped up in making sure I can like focus on the tournament stuff that I don't always have time to like focus on the trades and all that other stuff. But there's like nothing wrong with that. I'm okay. I'm alright. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Wind this. Simplify that card. This for sure. Way too good. Oh, Julio, I do love my donuts. In fact, we learned how to change the flavor of the donut today. Very big. To side these. Chad, if y'all are just joining us and you don't know what we're up to today, I am pulling out a bunch of cards that I might want to bring as my side deck card options for a big tournament I got going on this weekend. So that's what we're doing today. And we got Duel Live going on in the background, and we were playing in the pool. We changed the flavor of the donut. Big things happen. Lucian is unfortunately heading out. Phoenix, are you going to the YCS this weekend? What are the cards? You once saw the impersonator? Yeah, all of us pointed that out to me. We got him. Truly strange. Guild Center. Yeah, the Field Center is very fancy. It do be fancy. Put this over here. I will take these. Put this into the bag for some side decking. I should probably put some spirits in there. Cool. Always rather be safe than sorry. double check. This is definitely a slight. It's a midpoint between your dad's and brother's place. I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes it do work out like that, for better or for worse. So does anyone have any knowledge on the chaotic TCG? Yeah, that's why you got all the cats going on. Yeah, all the cats. You played the chaotic TCG? Was it fun? Was it fun? Hello, Chase. How's Lobster doing? We're doing great today. We're playing in the pool. I got a donut. We're sorting cards. We're yapping. It's a wonderful day. How are you, Chase? Welcome on in. Would you say that the chaotic TCG was fun? I'm not sure if I have like any opinion on it. Because I've never played. I saw like the TV show way back when in the day. But other than that, I don't really have a... You need a slight refresher? I'd imagine. I'm sure it's been like years. Game's been like out of commission for a while. You know what? Sure, why not? We'll bring this as a side. I doubt we'll run it, but the odds are never zero. Oh my god. I am only doing myself a disservice if I don't. You were locked to 20 cards and had a 20 card attack deck. I don't even know what half that means, to be real, but... I'm glad that, like, whatever goes on with chaotic TCG, like, even if I don't understand it, it makes me happy to see that there's people who are passionate enough about the game to want to see it come back. And that there's been, like, a lot of excitement regarding, like, its announcement. Like, I'm very happy for the players who do care about the game, you know? The Genesis point system? It's like that? Definitely also slight. Alright. Interesting. Now let me separate my spirits from my ghosts. I need to like go watch the like trailer or whatever for it at some point, but I'm busy prepping for 20, so I haven't had time. You're trying out Cyber Dragon K9 on Macedon. It's very tricky. I know I've seen some people play that variant because they're all level 5. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, so... It is what it is, you know. The only thing that was common early on was some of the better cards limited to their tribe because of the skill. Yeah, that's right. Chaotic has tribes. Like, are you also... I guess from what it sounds like, it doesn't hard limit you for the most part. But, like, it could, hypothetically, based on the cards. Oh. yeah, I need to bring this as a good side too. The MDT card! The MDT card! Let's see, what else? What else for potential side card? That's it, I can play frogs for the solstice. Oh, I like frogs! Frogs are cute. Yeah, let's cook some frogs. I think frogs are also like very affordable to build in National for the most part. I think. I'm sure we can figure out some kind of frog activity. Great idea, killer. The tricky part was just sticking to an element for bonus attack. Locations, aka the field cells, and equivalent of spells in the game. So does it have like mana, or like is it just like it's just better if you were to hypothetically, you know, like stick to the point? So I was saying that right now, you see how we have the pool background right now for the stream. I was saying that we're celebrating with the pool right now, but that it's not entirely the summer yet. So that we can have a pool-themed stream on the summer solstice to properly welcome in the pool summer sand salad. So I was thinking we could play a water deck to do that the day of. And we were thinking of different water decks to play. And Kira was saying we could play frogs, and I think that's a great idea. I think playing frogs would be cute, chat. And they should be relatively cheap to build. Rest in peace, totally awesome. Like, go my horse. How would I rate the donuts out of today? Oh, Belchu, why would you rate the donuts 1 out of 10? I like chocolate donuts. I like chocolate donuts. The difference is unless it's a generic cell, you have to use the Tide's magic. Ah, okay. So it's kind of like Alestos. Because Alestos also has like Omni Bloom that you can use any element to pay for. Interesting. Also talking about the Chaotic TCG. If y'all didn't know, Chaotic is like an old TV show and quad game that like got discontinued, I like believe sometime in the early 2000s or early 2010. They just announced a revival and a lot of people are buzzing about it online. So I'm just it's because of 4Kids. 4Kids shut down Chaotic, that's evil. But they're planning a revival, so we're just yapping about it with Venus. They're pulling a Kai Doodle. Kai Doodle was a card game? Goodness me. I suppose there's many things in this world I don't know the entirety. Ah! Y'all didn't hear that, nothing happened. Nothing at all! Nothing happened! Nothing at all. Everything is great in the world of Sand Sally. Everything is great. Peachy. Just peachy. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I am not dropping the field center. Goodness me. If I wanted to drop the field center, it would sound much different. Okay? It would sound much different. Everything with 5Ds, cards, 4Kids to shut down. Oh, true, yeah, nothing happened. Come on. Come on. Would I lie to you, chat? Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. Don't answer it. There was a documentary why it shut down you for chaotic. Ah, okay. This will be the pile of cards I need to bring to people. And I think I only need to bring a handful of cards. Which is good. The less cards I have to bring, the better. Alright, I don't want to sound presumptuous, chat. Not to sound presumptuous. I think we might just start to finally begin actually assembling a deck. I know. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. We might just start to assembling one of the 3 decks that will bring me. Do you think I'll be able to give away all 300 decks I'm making? I think after Card Party, I'll probably make like 5 or 10 decks to give out. The hardest part sometimes for Celestials with deck giveaways is like, I want to make sure everyone has the generic staples, and I don't always like have a bunch of copies of those to give out. So usually, like, once I get enough stuff from like Celestials with the local players, I like to toss a couple ones together. The new format is also like a bit different too, so like, there's a lot of archetype decks I could build for people that like I think would be fun to give away a Poseidon deck. I think it would be fun to give away a Kione deck. I think it would be fun to give out a Hephaestus deck. I think it would be fun to give out like one that like isn't divine focused as well. There's like a couple strategies that's a little bit less divine focused. Your numbers might have been a little bit off. No problem. So we'll see. I'm still sorting through all the cards. And, you know, my prerogative, my main focus. We're gonna lock in and win this tournament. Or at least place really well. I wanna make at least top 16. I wanna make it to day 2. And I think every time I do a tournament, I wanna keep trying to place better than I placed before. So we gotta make it to top 8. We got to. Even if just bit by bit. One set of placements higher, one set further into each round of top cut. Even if it's just a little bit of progress every time. You know, I want to do a little bit more. Yeah, all for the Wolves point. Catch me back at the next World Championship so I can put all these boys in their place. I always want to give them a good run for their money. If you want to win worlds, you gotta go through me. It's because of those 2 reasons, like, you wanted to stick with 45 energy creatures minimum. And a lot of cards tend to have more mana system, have low energy. So it made deck building annoying. The intimidating aura? Good. They have to be able to feel my spirit as a duelist, even in a completely different card game. An indomitable spirit, chat, is what you need. If you play like you're going to lose, you're going to lose the game. So, clearly, you gotta give it your all. Oh my god, it's Typhon, chat. They're contributing to the Typhon loss rate. Let's go! Let's go! We love Typhon loss rate, chat. Also, is this Orcus combo? Holy. Poor Typhon. And outside of that, the cells are limited to the battle form that you were using. So there was a 1v1, a 3v3, and a 6v6. Each one. Sadly, Sky Crisis has never been used in a... Okay, wait. That's not true. I've seen one duelist win with Typhon. And it's been... I have proof. I have a clip of a duelist winning with Typhon. However, the duelist who won with Typhon was Little Bro Ryan Yu. So, like, world champ difference, chat. Only the world champion could win with Typhon. You didn't see it, so it never happened. I can bring up the clip right now. But, like, also, surely you would believe me if Ryan did it, right? You would believe me if I told you Ryan Yu has won with Typhon. Like, that's the most believable story in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, ever. I think if I told you that Ryan Yu won with a card, you would believe me. Sure. Sure. Unless I said the Alta Guy Cinco. Okay, no one's ever summoned that before. You've seen a couple of Typhon wins as well. No, those are clearly fake. Clearly fake. It's good against Cooltoon. Yeah, this is true. What? What is it? What is it? Look, I know that we've won with Typhon before, but shh. Shh. Typhon always loses. Don't count. You don't need to. You don't need to. Someone is a psychopath and listing on TCG Fallen of the White Dragon at 1k, but it's just 100. You weren't talking about the Typhon win rate? Okay, good. I'm just saying. I'm glad we're on the same page. Oh no, chat. The field center is covering the notification. Homebo, thank you for the follow. Chat, let us move the field center gift underneath the notification. Now, when a notification comes through, it will no longer go. I know I'm procrastinating on the giveaways, but I think it's smart for me to not start the giveaway until we close the orders. Just so that, like, anybody who could want to put in the orders gets their orders. If someone posted it in the Discord and you're like, you have to be trolling. It's crazy! What if someone buys it by accident or something? It will do irreparable damage, chat. If this will do irreparable damage to the market price of that card if someone buys it by accident. What is it? Time to finally start putting together a deck. You don't judge when you post on TCG, player. I mean, I suppose get you a bag, cause like... This is just predatory behavior! I need a certain set of cards. So I might have to step up really quick to go grab them. So we'll be right back. Surely enjoy the Cooltoon combo. Surely. Side deck board. It's a good thing we got up. There's a lot of stuff we might want to side deck. My expression was just a cooked dog meme. I couldn't see what my expression was. I suppose grab some screenshots. Alright, we're back. We're back. Alright, let's see. Let's get this deck building going on. Twitch chat, you're going into ads. Apologies. Let us go bring up this deck list. I grab another one of these. Unsuspecting. Unfortunately, this other card is also unironically a potential side deck card. This is also unfortunately and unironically a side deck card. That's so many. Thank you for the stream. Let's see. Surely that should be good enough. Surely that should be good enough. So one of these. Surely have enough copies of this card somewhere. Surely. It should be in the news. Should be in the news. Yep. Welcome back from ads. Who are those? Three random rabbits fighting runic rudimentary world runners. Fighting the one rapidly around refrigerated there is reappearing recently rickrolled Williona. Nice try, not nice enough. Tongue twisters on too tough. And Sally. Thank you for the 67 bits. 3 times. 6 times. I hope that was a satisfactory reading for you. Thank you for supporting lobster activities. Very worth it. I started reading it on autopilot. This is silly, but... Where is the other copy of this card? I swear that we just had it. I swear that we just had this. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And then where are the others? They were around here somewhere. I swear we just have them. Sure. If not, I know where to find it. But this one we had some just on the desk. How peculiar. One could even say it's off. Maybe we should have some extras in these big piles. I just gotta go with them. Nope. Any of these cards? No. But I should pull these out of this as potential side. Would be in our best interest. So I will put these off to this side. Sure, we have extra copies of this card somewhere. Surely we have extra cards. Surely. I'm falling asleep while organizing cards, floating in a pool, eating a donut. We are not falling asleep. I'm just looking for... Surely the cards I'm looking for are in this next stack of cards. Surely. No, but... Surely. Starting to get worried that we're gonna have to stand up again. I know I have extra copies of these cards. I just thought it would be something I would have in arm's reach. Yeah. Really thought it would be something I would have in arm's reach. Might have to get up. Rapper ASMR. This pot. Is it in this pot? I could randomly, I could randomly have it like here. Okay. It is not right now. Is it in this? Surely I just have some of these real close by, right? Surely we have some nearby so we don't have to get up again. Surely we can be lazy about this. Surely. Surely. Believe that we can be lazy about it. Surely. We might have to get up another time, so we might have to get up another time. Okay, let's get the rest of the cards in the deck then, rather than that one. Let's just make sure we have all the cards. Save for the ones that we need. Make sure we have everything. And then we can get up for the other. I thought I probably set some cards aside from this. Maybe we did. Thought we probably set some cards to the side for this. Did we not? Come on. Fine. This is why we have all these cards off to the side. Where's the third? Three of these! Where's the third copy? That's one. We will find it. It has to be around here somewhere. So we will surely find it. Wherever it might be hiding. Duel you? I'm sorry, Blue League Champion. I don't do viewer duels, and we're also busy right now. If I was that card, where would I have it? Back into the bag. Surely it's here. Surely it is in here. Right? Surely we have like one over. Okay, we don't have one over. Like again, I'm just trying to make sure everything I have, like I can grab in arm's reach. Like we don't have to actually get up. It's like I have more copies of these cards, like further into the room, but the less we have to get up, the better, you know. Jack on Dueling Yu-Gi-Oh! Soar Crimson King. Oh, Aegon, come on. Surely. Okay, there's nothing in this. Surely we don't have to get Viewers aren't enemies. Lobsters don't bully us too. Yeah, we're here to have a good time. If I honestly put in some real effort into like Yu-Gi-Oh chat, I could probably be good if I wanted, but like, if that doesn't sound as fun as just like hanging out, you know? That doesn't sound as fun as just hanging out and having a good time. So why would I have interest in trying to be too crazy at this little card game? Aha! Here we go. Good cup. You're an enemy! That's crazy. Kira, you're an enemy of the channel? My bad, chat. We can no longer say friend of the channel, Kira Twig. Enemy of the channel. Our great enemy, Kira Twig. Surely. Good bit. Okay. 3 people. Master's gaming. As long as you can remember. Yeah, surely. A one of a pig. I do really like the live twins movie. I swore we put some of those cards around here. We just gotta find them. They're around here somewhere, I know. And if not, I suppose we just dive back on it really. I really could have sworn we put one off to the side for me. Huh. How funny. I really could have sworn we put one off to the side. That must be crazy. Oh, here we go. I really thought we put one off to the side. We can grab this one. And then if we did this correctly, we should only be missing 2 cards. So let's count this up to make sure we have 38 cards. Alright, We have almost all the cards. We're just missing 2. And one of the 3 decks will be finished for the main deck. I gotta grab the spirits. Shouldn't be that hard. Huh? I played these. Take these. We can put this in here for now. Oh, here we go. I knew I had them. I knew I had the cards. We don't have to get up, chat. Happy day, chat. We don't have to get up. Now we might have to get up for the steroids, but we don't have to get up for the main deck. I suppose also grab all the cards for the potential side. I'll make sure we have. But that's in our best interest. That is in our best interest. So I know that I stream a little bit like lower energy than usual, but this is very productive for me. Very productive. I need to be doing this. So thank y'all for keeping me company as I do this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. See if there's any. No, we can just grab something else. Might have to get up. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make sure this is 20 spirits, and then this deck will be pretty set to go. I think I'm going to assemble the decks and then sleep after I make sure they're all assembled. I think that is a efficient way to go about this. One. How many decks? I am taking 3 decks with me. And I want to take about 20 to 50 side deck cards for each. So I think in total, let's just say, let's average 40 for each. Just a little bit over 200 cards. So I think that should be good. Just a little over 200 cards in total that we need to like sort and get packed up. And then we'll be sleeping. Oh, but the side deck too. So plus 45, so more like 300 because the side deck too. Each deck has a side deck, 24 spirit deck. So I guess if you factor in the side decks, like 300-ish cards. Yeah. It is pretty light. It is pretty light. I usually take like 200 extra, 200 to 300 extra cards. So closer to 500 cards. But I'm trying to travel lighter for this one. I'm trying to. I'm really trying. I want to be prepared. Logically, if I'm prepared, I don't need to pack as much stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need one more fire. Oh, and I need spirits for the side deck too. Okay, we'll sort those out in a second. Which deck box is this one gonna go in? Is it? Do I have cards in Bishbalkin? We do have some cards in Bishbalkin. Okay, how about we take the cards out of the Bishbalkin deck box and then we can use the Bishbalkin deck box. Wonderful idea. Spirit deck in tap. I'm going to double check the main deck one more time. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, tell Warlord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. 1 out of 3 decks. Check. We're making progress, chat. It only took 2.5 hours. We're making progress. Pack that up, put that to the side. Mark them for what? No. And then I gotta pull out these 2 spirits for the side. Maybe 3? Oh, I'll bring some. I should bring some. 1, 2, 3, 4. I shouldn't need more than 5, but we'll bring 6. Throw that into the side. Probably take a couple more of these. Relatively speaking, I should probably at least bring 5 extras each spirit, but like whatever. Sounds deranged, but just trust the process. Put those aside. 1, 2. Some of these are just going halfway. I'm just going to have to accept that some of these are going to stay like... We're going to have to float some of these between them. 2, 3... 2. That's gonna have to float. This can stay here. The rest of these are gonna have to float between the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that clears up the side for this deck too. I know all this is happening off screen, so you all can't see it. But trust the process. Trust the process. Yeah. Probably want to. I think the best bet is to probably build this list and then bring the side deck cards to bridge that one into the other deck, just in case. Am I going to card party? Hello, Nova. I will be. It's what we're putting all our cards together for right now. That's why we can't have the hand cam on, because I have a bunch of different cards right now. I'm bringing 3 different decks, just in case I want to swap stuff out last minute. I was definitely between like 6 different decks, but I had, well, okay, technically 8. I had to condense it down. There's like a limit, chat. There's a limit, you know? There's a limit, chat. Like, there's a finite amount of, like, tomfoolery you should allow yourself to get away with, you know? I mean, even if you do know my entire deck list, you're still gonna have to beat me. Aw, thank you. I wish I did a little bit better at Worlds, but I accidentally left my deck at home. Yesterday was definitely a fun time. I hope to make a even better one at Card Party, but we'll see if the fates are by my side. And if not, chat, take fate into your own hands and win anyway. At least for me. I'm not going without a fight. So, you know, if I'm going down, I'm going down clean. That is a potential side bet card. We don't need this one anymore. Ah, potential side bet card. This can go into the side bag. Yeah, I'm hoping to make a good one. We will not be streaming Card Party, but they will be recording. So in my absence, chat, you can expect, if I make it to top cut and I make it to finals, you can expect some videos going up of the gameplay. If you happen to be at the venue, y'all are welcome to say hi. I'm real friendly. I might be a little bit focused in on the game, so catch me between rounds. But I promise I don't fight. Don't let that think that I won't put up a fight though, chat. If you find yourself on the other side of the table versus Sans Sally, apologies in advance. But otherwise, I'm very easy. No. That's what my Alestos are for. Sundial will give you quite a torment. Navi has a little bit of a gnaw in his name, you know? I guess in that case, hold it, it's like... I think this is also a real site that could add it to the pile. At this point, add everything to the pile. I am quite excited to see how it's going to turn out. I want to see what everyone else is playing. I often find myself, chat, unfortunately at major events, at the start of a format. So, no one knows what they're going to play. It's the wild, wild west. So roll up, bring your cards, and do your best. And who knows, chat? Like, I have some theories as to what the format might be. Everyone else has theories as to what the format might be. We could be right, we could be wrong. Let's see. What are we missing? I feel like I'm missing something. You don't think you're prepared deck and distance-wise? Real and true. I don't think real words have ever been said here. But that's okay. Because you know what? You can enjoy your Lestals without going to Chord Party. You can enjoy your Lestals entirely in your own sphere. And that's the great part about card games and fandoms and all that stuff. Is like, you don't have to participate in everything if you don't want to. It could just be as simple as owning the cards and and I think that's beautiful and fun. This to the side, this to the side. Any more? This to the side. Might want to use. I feel like I'm forgetting. I feel like I'm forgetting. What? Surely, chat, if we don't remember, it surely can't be that important, right? Surely. Actually, you know, I'm gonna go use the little love system. So we'll be on beach. Enjoy Duel Live. We'll be back. Apologies, chat. That took longer than expected, because guess what? I came back with food. When you are working on stuff, remember to take ample breaks. Remember to hydrate and remember to keep yourself, properly fueled. Hello, Stargazer Control. We are hanging out tonight. I'm deck building off camera screen, etc. And we're back with some food, so I'm gonna eat for a little bit. And then we're gonna continue our pub. Probably go for another like half an hour to an hour. We'll see how we feel. Thank you for the head cat. It's gonna be great, chat. Gonna be great. I'm happy with the amount of progress we got going. So chat. Right now there is a lot of high tension about food. Especially in like the TCG. So like I'm wondering if Cooltoon is like a look into some of the play patterns like we're going to see emerging in the future, or if this is more like an oversight of like a, oh, they just thought this was something they would include and they wouldn't realize like the effect it would have on like whether or not it actually affects the game. It definitely affects like player perception of the match. And it can negatively affect like just the quality of play, even if the effects themselves like people don't like it when you look at their hand, People don't like it when you look at your hand and you whip foot. Which makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Like having all those effects attached to like already very high power bodies equally doesn't feel great. So I guess that just makes me worry about like the potential like creep on the speed of the game and card quality overall. It's like the more you like print these really good cards that like also have additional effects labeled onto them. Like how does that like begin to define the game? If that makes sense. Like is this what like the new quality of like quote unquote like good cards will be? That like in the future you're like only running cards that have like 5 listed effects on them or something, Who knows? I'm guilty of like eating pretty late dinners. But I don't eat like super big meals either. I kind of like glaze during the day. I think it evens out. But to be honest, the like average Sand Sally like time for dinner is less of a time and more like whenever I find the opportunity. In between my busy schedule. I swear we're almost done eating. Come on. I will say, it's a bit of a shame we're not gonna get any duel. Part of me is like real tempted to play like one game just to cash in on the daily bonus. Y'all don't know what Dice Valley there's a daily bonus. But there was still a lot of cards for us to sort out. And after I get all my cards together, I still gotta pack my bag, you know. Yeah. The reminder to do Dice Valley. And do your Master Duel dailies. A reminder that we have a tournament next month, chat, on June 13th. I like to try to vary the times that I host my tournaments and the dates I host them, just to make it a little bit accessible for everyone. That's not interested in signing up, you can find more about it in the Discord. Constantly seeking mic tournaments tend to be pretty casual. Is there any way to confirm your entry? I have the Google form for it. But I do have like a check-in period the day of, and during the check-in period, people can also still sign up. And either on sign up or the day of, y'all just gotta shoot me what that is. Yeah, like if you verbally let me know that you intend to play, you're still at least held to the same rules as the other duelists of like submitting a deck list at yeah, no bribing the judges. Well, okay, here's the thing. Macedor does majority of the judging. So, like, I guess you can bribe Konami by spending money, surely. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Finish up our food, so back to deck building, chat, back to deck building. The continual march, it never ends. And Twitch chat, you're about to head into some Alright, good night, Julio. Thank you so much for hanging out. We already have these. A little bit of phlegm after eating, but you know, never heard of it. Surely we should. Put these over here. Yeah, take that. Huh? So let's look at what this potential deck is. I need 1, 2. I swear I had a third card somewhere. I could have sworn I had multiple good copies of this card. Surely we can find it, surely. Surely. If not, I know where we can get a copy. I could have sworn we pulled more than that. Ah. One, two, three, four. Five. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have a spare copy of this? If not, I know where to get it. I'll have to dive into it. Unless it's randomly over here, but I doubt it. No. These are definitely not the cards we need, but one of these might be good to decide that. So this is Diamond Gaming. Well, let's ignore that card for now. We'll pick it up again. Let's just make sure we have all the cards we need. I put on a copy of it. Here we go. One. I should have a couple of these laying around. Two. There should be enough. And I should probably grab the third copy too, just let's just dive into this stack. So we got a couple. Okay, so two, and just in case, set out two more with a third for the stack. Couple of these. In case. Would be good in theory. So it's two. Now we're gonna find where we put copies of that one. Be somewhere. the other card? Not this pile. This is the spill pile. Ah, it's probably in this pile. Very cozy stream tonight, I hope. I hope tonight is a very cozy stream. One would hope, one would dream. Three? Is it three? Three. I have a string system. Something. Good night, killer. I hope you rest up. Thanks for hanging out. I have a... Oh! Okay, good. Okay. Which means all I have to do is one over there. I could be able to pull out a couple copies. I have the cards. We can hopefully sit back down, and hopefully I do not get back. I don't think we have. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay if we have to share some staples across our deck. Surely. It's fine. There's a handful of decks I could theoretically rip it from. Handful we could hypothetically rip it from. In theory. It wouldn't be this one. Oh, where's the blocks for that? None of those. Let me sit down and read a set list with some things. No, this one. How about this? Does this one have anything? There's one. That's. I'm astonished. I'm somewhat astonished that, like, somewhat of like a short printing of a card. Not an intentional short print. Not enough functional reframes for a certain card. And I suppose we push forward regardless. We can ignore that card. We're gonna be down 3. 1, 2. Be a good copy of this one. Huh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. Good copy of this card. Surely it's stack. Surely it's stack of cards and pull it out. All this out of the way. Okay, and I had a copy of that other card back here. Guys. Little bit stuff. Just a tiny bit. Huh, I knew I had. This spirit deck. But I should be able to rip this staple. I think. Yeah. Oh. 3. Let's play this in place of that. This is a placeholder. And then slide that card. interesting, like, music for the board. I don't think I've ever heard this music before. I kind of like it. What is this? Wait, not wait. White? The white board? Interesting. Very silly music. Two. I just had that card somewhere. You are sure? Really sure? Oh, that's proper. We have three of these. Two. One. Two, three. Ah, I know what card was short. This one, surely. Ah. See if we can. One of these. Oh man, sanity check, that's me too. We have been spending nearly 3.5 hours trying to get all our cards together. I swear we're nearly done. I swear. Nearly done. Thank you for the love. We also have a chocolate donut and we're playing in the pool. There's a lot of stuff going on today. We have that main deck put together. We need to grab a spirit deck for it too. Which should be... We always need at least two of these spirits. We're probably wrapping up soon, Tim. I think after we finish assembling the second deck, I think that's a good place to call it for the evening. Make sure I have everything. we have one of these spirits. Well, let's just fetch the rest of them. Oh, it's falling over. Is there a better place to put this? How about here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, perfect. It's time to reorganize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That concludes the spirit deck for this one. Alright. Since this Duel Live is still going on. Since this is still going on, we can grab a couple more cards. A couple more cards. I usually try to buy multiple copies, but sometimes it's like hard to justify when it's like, well, I could reasonably just share staples, so I'd say some cards I happen to just have extra copies of because a lot of the staples come in starter decks, but not all of like the mainstay staples have been reprinted in starter decks in high quantity. So I don't like go out of my way to buy multiple for each deck. I usually just swap them between each deck. I think if I were to like actively play Yu-Gi-Oh, I would want a separate set of staples for each deck. I think that I'll list those because I'm constantly deck building and moving cards around. I don't mind sharing staples between them. But only because I'm just moving so much stuff around. Also, I hope you're doing well. This one is like nowhere near an option. But I should still prep all the cards regardless. Is this the hit game Paradox, Bill of Historian Roulette, 4th Dimensional Hypercube? No, unfortunately it's not. We're playing in the pool. Oh, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I like the concept of not having to share them between decks, but sometimes it's hard. I think like realistically, Alessios is a game that you shouldn't have to do that, but a lot of my extra staples go into decks that I build and then ship out to chat so they can try playing Alessios. So sometimes I feel bad keeping extra copies of staples because it's like, well, if I only need the one copy, this could be a copy, a set of staples for someone else. And all my cards are relatively low rarity too, so I don't do anything too deep. Anything in this house? Wall. No, but I should put this aside. I can put these over here. This rain finder in case we want these. Chat, I think with that, this is a pretty good place for us to call it for the evening. Not that I don't like hanging with y'all, I really appreciate hanging out with y'all, but I think I'm nearly done with like the card packing. I think we have a lot of very solid side deck cards. I could probably put in like a couple more, but I think we have a good range and good variety. We're basically done with 2 out of the 3 decks. We just need to sleep, which, like, I can do that while I'm, like, waiting around or something. That's not that hard. So, I think this is a good place for us to call it for the evening. I should probably go buy some additional sleeves or something. But thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you all. It is good to make sure I stay productive and prepared. I'm hoping to give them a real run for their money this weekend at Club Party, so hopefully that goes well. Let me find a duelist to send y'all to you on Twitch. Okay, we've gone raids from Red Team before, so I think it's time to return some of that love and raid into Red Team. Cheer me on at spiritually. You won't be able to watch, but spiritually cheer me on this weekend for Card Party. I'm hoping to do real good. I would love to at least get further in placements that I have placed in like older tournaments. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. Our raid message can be Sand was playing in the pool. But hope your climb has been cool. Oh, welcome on, Drew. Alright, welcome on in. Good seeing you, YouTube. Good seeing you, Twitch. Send. Oh, there's the alarm. Look at that. Perfect timing. So, do take care of yourselves. I hope you all have a nice rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. I'll see you when I see you. And just remember that you're all in my thoughts. Send Reggie all my love. Copy the raid message if you'd like. See y'all when I see you again. If y'all want the updates on the videos I'm gonna be cameoing in, join the Discord. And just remember that you're all in my thoughts. Cheer me on for core party. Maybe. I hope I win. I'll try to make you all proud. $1. And raid. Bye bye Twitch. Bye bye YouTube. Thank you for coming out and streaming.